Hello, welcome to Fantastical Magic Tarot. My name is Andrea. I have a reading for you today asking, what do you need to know right now? Right here, right now. So any of you who've been following me know that I've been doing a series through the major arcana in terms of the theme for the pick-a-card readings, but I'm just taking a little break from that right now. I thought I would throw in a couple different kinds of readings just to, mix it up. So today we're just doing a right here, right now. What do you need to know message, okay? 3 piles to choose from. Group number 1, I'm going to have you just choose with the stone today, okay? Group number 1, you've got an opalite. Okay, that's you, group number 1. Group number 2, you've got a sulfur quartz. Okay. And group number 2, you have a smoky quartz. Okay. So that's 1, 2, and 3. You choose whichever one is speaking to you or calling you the most, and I'm going to put timestamps in the description box below. I'll see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1, if you chose the opalite. Let's have a look and see what your card is. This card that you chose, it says patience. So you need to have some patience right now, group number 1, with whatever this message is going to be about. And maybe you already had something in mind that you wanted this reading to be about. If that's the case, and you're being asked to have some patience, okay? Actually, I'm going to put that right here, and then I will get out I'll get out an oracle card to start us off to get the overall energy. Okay, the overall kind of overarching message for you in addition to patience. And then we'll get tarot to flesh it out, and then we'll get some very direct advice at the end from this little casting deck that I have. Okay, so Spirit, what is the message group number 1 needs right now about this message around patience, please? Group number 1, Spirit. Group number 1, what is the message they need right now? What is the message they need right? Okay, well, how many did you get? You've got 2 here. Okay, so you've got painting the roses red, covering up errors. This is from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. Okay, and then we've got such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, coming home. Okay, so group number 1, I think I'm going to put them on either end actually like this. Group number 1, sorry, I'm going to fix the camera 1 second. Okay, I just needed to make a little bit more room. So this first card you got here, okay, the painting the roses red, covering up errors. I'm sure many of you have seen Alice in Wonderland and can remember the scene where the queen's little knights, I don't know, her little soldiers there, the cards, were accidentally painted or planted white roses instead of red ones, and they were running around painting them frantically because their heads were going to be cut off if the queen found out, right? So there's a message here, and there's a few different messages that come through with this card. One is that if there is anything you're hiding right now, group number 1, it's kind of time to come clean about it, okay? That is for any of you where that's the case and that message resonates with you. For others of you, this is about accepting our mistakes and understanding that mistakes are part of growth, understanding that we're not perfect and our endeavors towards things aren't perfect and our behaviors aren't perfect and the jobs that we do aren't going to be perfect. And this is like accepting that and not being too harsh about that with ourselves, especially with this patience message here. Some of you do really need to have patience with yourself. I feel like some of you are learning something right now with this curious dream card. It's like maybe some of you are really trying to pursue something, trying to make a dream come true right now. And maybe you're being a little bit impatient with the process. You could be rushing things and maybe making errors or risking making errors in going too quickly. But yeah, even if that's not the case, if you're just pursuing a dream, there's learning along the way. There's often learning curves for us when we're trying to really create something or go after something. And it's like accepting that and having patience with yourself and having patience with the process. But as well with this card of Such a Curious Dream, this card is actually really asking you to come back down to sort of some mindful living. This card just asks you to start getting grounded. It doesn't mean you have to give up your dreams or stop pursuing something that you're going after, but it's at some of you, your heads may be in the cloud a little bit. You may be really forward focused, future focused right now. And this is asking you to slow down, not just maybe for some of you, it is in your actions and behaviors, but this is about slowing down in your mind and in your spirit. Get grounded, come back to where you are right now, what your life is right now, what you have in front of you right now, and just focus on sort of the ordinary day-to-day living. And that's actually going to serve you. That may seem counterproductive for any of you that are pursuing something right now, but Spirit is saying that your energy needs to be pulled back in. You need to get grounded right now, okay? There's a little bit of a slowing down energy here. There's a little bit of, messages coming through already about take your time, have patience with yourself, be kind to yourself, get grounded, just start putting one foot in front of the other. Like, don't forget about your day-to-day life. Don't always be head up in the clouds, dreaming of the future. Maybe you're missing something in front of you right now, something about your present day reality in life that you could be really missing out on because you're always thinking about the future. Maybe you're worried about the future, planning for the future, imagining the future, anything like that. There's too much energy in the future and not in the present, okay? So that's a message coming through. The other final message before I get your tarot card that's coming through is any of you who have someone in your lives that will judge you harshly for mistakes. If there's anyone in your life that you sort of tiptoe around or you hide things from because they're harsh, they will judge you harshly, they may say something harsh to you, there may be harsh consequences, anything like that. There's a message here for you about putting up some boundaries with that, not living in fear, not accepting that for yourself, right? It's no way to live, to have to be on tippy toes all the time like that. So there's a call here for that situation needs to be balanced out. You don't need to be living in fear of making mistakes. We all make mistakes. And people have to accept us for who we are. And whoever's judging you, for those of you that message resonates, they also make mistakes. And a lot of times there's a lot of mirroring going on in these situations. If someone is very harsh, judgmental to you, that's probably because there's a lot of self-judgment going on too, a lot of insecurity about their own mistakes. Why do things if they're a perfectionist and they're, why are they like that? Just think about what mirroring could be going on with that person in their behavior and actions and words towards you. I just dropped a card. Hang on, I gotta grab it. And that was not a card for you that I dropped because I have not even asked the tarot deck for the cards yet. So we're gonna ask now, what is this message that group number 1 needs right now, please? Spirit, what message does group number 1 need right now? What is this message for group number 1? Okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles, as a first card, and we'll get some more here. What is this message, please, for group number 1? What message do they need right now? Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Let's have a look at that. Practicing his swordsmanship, his combat skills. Okay. Exactly. Pages make mistakes. Pages make mistakes, and they have to practice. And the King of Pentacles is a practical, and he's a king, and he's already done all of his apprenticeship, and, you know, he's at a level of mastery now, but he was a page once. And the King of Pentacles is very practical. Okay? Very in the here and now. Very practical about their reality right now. Let's see what else. What is this message, please, for group number 1? Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, look. The digging of the ground. Planting of seeds. Okay. All right. So this very much feels, group number 1, like something. The message here has to do with something in your material world. This message you need right now, right here, is about something you're trying to create, build, develop. This could be about your job. This could be about anything to do with your finances. It could be about anything you're trying to build, create, or something that already exists. Okay. I feel like because of this curious dream here, there is, maybe you've already built it. I don't know. You know, actually, for some of you, this is about something actually that you have already established. Like, it could be a career you've already established, or a business you've already established, or education that you've already established. And it's like, there's forever learning, right? Even if we have, you know, quote unquote, established something, it doesn't mean there isn't forever growth, forever learning. And just because you've established something doesn't mean you're going to be perfect at it. Doesn't mean you're not going to make mistakes. And maybe that's where the judgment is coming from. Like, maybe some of you just feel like, I should know better by now. I've come so far already. I shouldn't be making these kinds of like rookie mistakes, or like, you know, something like that. There's some harsh judgment here coming from someone. I don't know if it's you towards yourself or someone else towards you. Okay. So for some of you, this is about something you've already established. And the judgment is about, you feel like you should do or know better by now. Shouldn't be making mistakes at this point. Well, that's rubbish, okay? That's just some kind of critical inner voice that you have, or someone else's critical voice. You know, that isn't reality. You know, that isn't how things go. It's just not realistic, okay? And it's part of growth. All mistakes are part of growth. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn and to grow and to develop and do better. Every single one. So, okay, but for others of you, we do have an ace here. This is something brand new. This is something it's like you want to be this King of Pentacles, but you're still at the stage of the ace and like the page of like growing, of having to practice, of having to learn, of having to make those mistakes that we learn from, having to build from the ground up, you know? Can't really skip steps here. There's a whole process that needs to be done. And the focus needs to be in the right now, right here. Not what you can do 5 years from now or 2 months from now. It's like, what can you do right now, right here in your day-to-day is where your focus needs to be. Okay. I'm just going to, let's see here. You know what? I'm just going to get your advice right now because I feel like this is fairly clear. Let's just I've got this A new casting deck. It's really cool, but I'll have to refer to the book. I'm still learning it, the meanings, so I'll show you what it is if you're curious. It's the Between Worlds Shadow Casting deck. Okay, so let's get this out for you. Right? Here I am. I'm working with a new deck. I've been doing tarot for some time now. I mean, I'm relatively new. Been doing tarot, well, for my own self and in my own journey, I don't know. I think it's been 3 or 4 years, but in terms of doing readings for others, it's like a year, you know? Less than, actually. Anyway, and so I'm still relatively new too, but I'm constantly learning new things. And this shadow casting deck is a good example. Like I'm not afraid to not look like an expert. I know that I need to look at the book here, and I'm not afraid to be honest about that. How else am I supposed to learn, right? Okay. Right, here we go. Actually, these cards have been great so far. I've been using them just personally. So far, this is the first time I'm using them in a reading, and they've been really, I'm really impressed with them so far. So let's see what comes out for you. Spirit, for group number 1, what is the advice for them about this message? What is this advice? Please, what is the advice for group number 1, Spirit? We have some very direct advice for group number 1 about this message that they needed right here and right now. Okay, first one, a decision. Actually, I know this card. This has to do with a decision. Storolite. Okay. What is this message, please? The advice that they need right now. Okay, and then you've got quartz point, which I haven't got yet. Quartz point and button. Okay, let's look those up. I do know 19, so I'm gonna look at it again anyway. So number 19, yeah, so it says, the message is stop for a moment, get advice, and then make your decision. Choose the direction in which to proceed carefully. Again, there's this message here about careful moving forward. A little slower, a little more careful moving forward. And for some of you, you may need advice from someone. Yeah, look, we've got a page and a king here. I feel like you're more, well, I'm getting different energies. For those of you who resonate more with the message of being like, you're in a place where you really actually are more like learning still and really just starting building. Or even if you've already established something and you're just trying to level up even more, it's like for some of you, you need advice from someone who's already established in what you're trying to do. Someone who already knows and is established in what you're trying to do, what you want for yourself. You need to seek advice from someone, even if you don't know them. It doesn't matter. People are open. You know, most people are quite open. And if they're not, then they're not the right person for you to be asking advice from. But you can't lose anything by trying. You can only gain. But yeah, anyone that you feel pulled towards, like you look up to them in a way. You feel like they could give you some good advice. It doesn't even have to be a full-on mentorship or anything like that. It could just be like, you just get some advice, a one-time advice. Or maybe this is a mentorship for some of you. But yeah, just reach out. Even if you don't know them, they'll probably respond. You know, I know people who reach out to me that I don't know that ask for advice. I respond. You know? So there's that one. So let's see. The quartz point, that's 29. Quartz point. So this says clarity. You need clarity right now. The message is that clarity comes in many forms. You are correct in what you are seeing. Try to accept your ability to see things for what they are. This may be disconcerting at first, and you may doubt yourself or think you are being too judgmental. It can also be challenging to those who can't see what you see. So remember to stand your ground and trust yourself. You have acquired your clarity through a combination of your gift of intuition and your life experience, and you should be proud. There are many facets to every situation, and your ability to see all sides and angles is going to assist you greatly. Things that were muddled or unclear before suddenly make sense, helping you find your way through whatever is challenging at the moment. Okay, clarity, vision. And then let's get the last one and then we'll put it all together. Okay, and then button is connect. Oh yeah, this is so clear. So the message is feeling of isolation and community can change quickly depending on circumstances and your perception. You are connected and part of a caring community that supports your needs, and you are fortunate to have family, friends, and peers who care deeply for you. You are engaging in helpful reciprocity by accepting and returning feelings of security and connection, and it is or will shortly be recognized and appreciated. If you have been hesitating to connect with someone or a group, this is the right time to reach out and expand your network personally and professionally. This is also the perfect moment to launch a community initiative or engage in outreach to make new connections between like-minded people, especially those who feel isolated and marginalized. Okay, so definitely, in order to get clarity, so what this is saying, these 3 cards, your direct advice is, in order for you to get clarity and to really understand your path forward better, you need to seek out someone in your community. And again, this could be any kind of community, right? In person, online, whatever. Someone to get advice from. You need connect. You can't do this alone. Whatever you're trying to do, you can't do it alone. There is a slow and a little bit more careful approach right now. You need to have some patience with this whole process. But what's key right now is you need to just pull back, slow down, get grounded, and seek out some advice so you can have some clarity. And I think it's going to help you make a decision about how to continue to move forward in this. Okay, so that's your reading for today, group number 1. If this was helpful at all, please let me know. Give me a like and subscribe to my channel. That would be great. And then, yeah, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group number 2. If you chose this sulfur quartz, let's see your card. Freedom. Nice. Flying high. Freedom. I wonder how that is going to play into this message that you need right now, right here. We're going to get an oracle card or two just to get the overall message for you. This is from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle, one of my favorites. Okay, Spirit, what is this message that group number 2 needs right here, right now? The message group number 2 needs, Spirit, right here, right now. What is this message that they need, please? Okay. Oh my gosh, what? This came out in the last one. Isn't that so interesting? We'll get you another one. But it says, painting the roses red, covering up errors. Clearly there's a collective energy here present in this reading today. Freedom. I am getting already a different message for you. Like this is applying in a very different way. Look at that. And I noticed something in this card that I have never noticed before with your reading. So I'll talk more about that in a second. What else, please, Spirit? Group number 2. Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Okay. Yeah. I feel for this group, I feel some control. It's interesting. It's like I feel some control. Like this could be overt or covert. This could be, direct or really much more indirect control. It could be like more direct control would be like the control of your job has over you, that your parents have over you, money has over you. Like these are things that really can directly kind of control us. It's also a choice, so don't get me wrong, but that's a little more direct. Indirect is more like, unspoken things that control us, like expectations, traditions, expectations, cultural conditioning, societal conditioning. Those kinds of things can really control us too, like especially if we feel like who we are or what we want doesn't fit within any of those expectations or whatever we could feel like controlled or confined by, especially if what we want or who we are really doesn't fit very well within that, then we can feel really, restricted. We can feel bound, and I feel like the message that I have for you is that you aren't making mistakes with this card coming up. What the message I'm getting for you is like, you're not actually making mistakes. You don't need to paint roses red just because some mean old queen wants them. You want white roses, you can have white roses. It's kind of the thing. It's like, it's not a mistake. When everybody else likes red roses and you decided to choose white roses and then everyone else kind of gives you crap, like, what are you doing? There's no mistake. Those white roses are what was meant to be. It's in alignment with you. It was the right thing to do. So take that as it applies. Obviously, that's more metaphorically speaking or more of an analogy. But what I noticed in this card that I never noticed before is this little cat. I don't know how I missed it. It's so obvious now. And I've pulled this card so many times. Never noticed the little cat. It's like she's hiding. I don't know if some of you feel like you're hiding in some way. Then you've got this message about keeping your temper. Some of you may be feeling angry, maybe feeling fed up. Both of these faces look mad, actually. It's like she's irritated as heck. She has to go and paint those roses red. I just feel like, some irritation, some frustration, some anger, maybe a little bit of sadness. Fear ultimately is there to protect us and to let us know that there's been some kind of injustice against ourselves or on a greater level. So it's not that your fear isn't valid. This message is just saying, don't let your anger rule you, right? Understand what the bigger thing about your anger, what is your anger trying to tell you? It's trying to tell you something isn't right. Something isn't okay. Right? So I'm going to read from this, read from the deck here. It says, when Alice is confronted by so much strangeness, so much that is unlike what she is used to, and even her own self is changing this way and that, she finds herself running very short of patience. Indeed, she starts to become angry. When we are thrown this way and that by life, uncertain of what will happen next, and there are no straight answers to our questions, our tempers can begin to fray about the edges. We may become irritable, short, and less patient than we would be when all is familiar and comfortable. The caterpillar's advice to Alice is very good counsel indeed. For Alice to make her way through Wonderland, and for any of us to make our way through life, we must be wary of our tempers taking over our good sense. It's natural that Alice is feeling out of sorts. She is contending with the uncertainty of her size and the loss of her sense of self she has relied upon all her young life. She needs help, but to get help, she must be patient with a caterpillar's slowness, the Cheshire cat's nonsense, a rabbit that doesn't see her for who she is, and even more curiousness. If Alice reacts and grows angry at the creatures within Wonderland, she may never make her way through to the other side. This is not to say that anger is wrong or unnatural, but when we are seeking the help of others, it is best not to get angry if they do things a little differently. Acknowledge your irritation quietly to yourself. Do not deny your response, but know it is important for you to continue to find ways to communicate with those about you. Growing angry with them would serve no purpose at all except to make you more lost and isolated than ever. Okay, so there's your advice about that card. It's very lovely. Let's get your tarot. Let's get your tarot. What is this message that group number 2 needs right now and right here, please? Spirit group number 2. Let's see, group number 2. All right. Group number 2, what is the message for them, please, Spirit? What is this message that group number 2 needs right now? Okay, let's see what you got. We've got Knight of Swords. Yeah, feeling like you're going into battle. Feeling impulsive, feeling like you probably want to say things that are going to cut, you know? Going into the fire. King of Wands. Freedom. King of Wands is very free to be who he is. Very passionate, very charismatic, very much himself. Very much goes after his passions, doesn't hide them or apologize to anybody about them. In fact, can make them into something that really serves him and serves others too a lot of the time. Yeah, okay. And then we've got the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups. Your own truth, your own knowing. This is healing. This is your heart. I'm going to have to clarify these, I think. Let's see. Can you see everything? Yeah, I think that's okay. Look, there's this tenderness on this side. It's like, I don't know. It's like this anger is actually covering up or protecting some tender part of you. But there is this energy with this Knight of Swords here, like feeling like there's some kind of battle. I really, with this King of Wands here, it's like this battle to be able, and this High Priestess, it's like, I just feel like maybe some of you are having a hard time with, I don't know, getting to do or be who you really want to be or who you are. I don't know. I feel like some of you are maybe, there's something that's going against your true nature going on in your life right now. Something is out of sorts and it feels out of alignment. I'm going to clarify all these, okay? Why is this Knight of Swords here? Spirit, why is this Knight of Swords here? Why is this Knight of Swords here? The Magician, trying to create something. You're just trying to, your own power. There's a lot of message here about your own power. Why is this King of Wands here? The Sun. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful Sun card, actually. It's very simple. It's lovely. It's like you just want to live your life. You just want to be happy. You just want to be who you are. You just want to be happy. You just want to be like, have your own sovereignty, your own authority over your own life. Yeah. I do feel frustration here. What is this message with the High Priestess? Why is the High Priestess here? Temperance. Healing, balance. Why is this Ace of Cups here? Why is this Ace of Cups here, please? Three of Wands. Expansion. Okay, so, I mean, group number 2. This is your reading. If there is something in your life that is frustrating you, that is stirring up emotions, making you lose patience, making you feel confined, there is a frustration here present in this reading, and it has something to do with you feeling either controlled or confined, or just your efforts towards what you perceive to be peace, to be harmony, to be able to have the fullest expression of who you are in some area of your life. And it could be different area. This could be about relationship for some of you. This could be about work. This could be just about the way you live your life. I don't know. You'll know, right? You'll know what this is about for you. But it's like the essence of whatever this actually applies to in your life. And it could just be your whole life, you know. It's like, I don't know if you feel blocked isn't quite the right word. Maybe some of you feel blocked. Some of you just feel like you just can't, because either other people or just the way things work in life, it's just not supporting what you're trying to do. Maybe there's a lack of support here. Maybe there is people's judgments. But at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like it's like your soul is unhappy here. That's kind of what I'm getting. I just feel like your soul is kind of unhappy here. Yeah, there's a tender part of you. There's this very free spirit kind of energy here too. And it's like this free spirit is being frustrated, is being confined, is being held back, is being stopped. And really what you're really after is just some peace, harmony, happiness, expansion, maybe some adventure for some of you. Some of you really want to be able to have like a full life. You want to go on adventure. You want to experience life. And it's like there are things constraining that and you're getting frustrated about it. So whichever of those apply to you, let's get some... So far, this is like... this is an acknowledgement of what you're going through. But you are being asked to somewhat regulate your emotions. Like this card said, like, do not deny your emotions. They're all valid, but like, how can you move forward in a way that is best going to serve you emotionally? You know what I mean? Like, how can you communicate with people? How can you resolve all this? And it's hard to do when if you're completely pissed, you know, you're not calm at all, or yeah, you just can't. Sometimes that can really affect our ability to communicate, to plan, to make decisions, you know, to even see a way forward if we're like, you know, totally seeing red. Anyway, I'm going to get some actual advice for you here. Okay. With these, I've got these casting cards here that are new to me, and I'll be referring to the book for them because I'm still learning myself. This is a brand new deck, and I have not done casting before, so this is kind of fun. Yeah, so this is the deck, Between the Worlds, Shadow Casting. Let's see. What is the advice for group number 2, please, Spirit? What is this advice for group number 2? What is the advice about their way forward? What is their advice, group number 2, please? What is the advice for group number 2? Okay. Got a couple out. We'll get one more. We've got the thimble. Then we've got the bird bone. What is the advice, please? Okay. Huh. Actually, this one came out in the last. Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. This is fulgurite. I got it mixed up with a different one. Okay, so let's look at the book here. The thimble. The thimble this is about work. This is about work. It says, examine your ideas of labor, value, and productivity as they relate to your self-worth and family legacy. The advice is, work is plentiful or will be shortly, and it's up to you to ensure you are properly compensated. Oh, maybe some of you are not getting valued enough in your life. Understand where you feel joyful, and when work becomes unpleasant, switch work out for play when you feel overwhelmed. And remember that much of this is in your perspective. You will receive the rewards of your efforts in work and your career, and this is an excellent time to expand your business horizons, search for a job, or start a new business. You are a hard worker and are going to be recognized and valued. You're going to be recognized as a valued contributor to your field. Any barriers to success for your work will be removed and legal situations resolved. Don't give up. Okay? Let's see what else though. Yeah, so for a lot of you, this is like, yeah, maybe you're not getting paid enough. Maybe you're not getting the position that you deserve, the recognition you deserve, the compensation you deserve, the value that people aren't valuing you the way that you deserve. That could be for some of you for sure, but this is talking about work, career, that sort of thing. Okay, and then 41 with the bird bone. This is vision. Some people will see the connections between everything and dream and invent many things that were deemed impossible, while others will never look beyond what is directly in front of them. It says this is a perfect time to write out and plan your goals and visions for the future for yourself and others. Look at what you are taking and what you are contributing to the world right now. Be sure you connect with a community that shares the same visions so you can work in unison to create the change you all wish to see. Note any intersections or conflicts between what you desire and what you are going to achieve and what you are doing to achieve your vision, so it doesn't remain a good idea, it becomes a reality. Okay, so this is really saying you need to turn all this frustration that you have, there's some desire here, there's something you want here. There's something you want. You're being asked to turn all this energy that, you're frustrated, whatever, you're impatient, whatever this is, you're meant to really focus that into like some planning. Like get focused. Focus all of that into some planning. What is your vision for what you want here? Whatever this is about, what is your vision? Get very, very, very clear about that. And it's like asking for some practical steps towards that, okay? But this is encouraging. This is very encouraging. This is telling you not to give up. Don't give in, don't give up. Keep working, keep moving forward. But get focused. Okay, and then the fulgurite. Epiphany. Your thoughts will strike as a lightning bolt of awareness of self and others. In some ways, this is the equivalent of the Tower card in the tarot and can enter your life like a sudden jolt out of nowhere and can turn things upside down. A powerful realization and epiphany is about to happen or has just occurred regarding the question you are asking. Get grounded and keep your feet firmly planted, and remember to breathe through this. Okay? Fulgurite sparks thought and a speedy resolution through sudden clarity. There's so much about, yeah. Depending on the cards that are closest, you can tell where to expect a shakeup. This is about work. This is about whatever you want for yourself. Yeah. This is a time for resolution, actually. So you need to have some mental sharpness right now. And this could be getting in the way, this frustration. Okay? So just use it. You can acknowledge it thank it. Whatever emotions that are maybe kind of sucking up your energy, whatever they are for you, acknowledge them, try to understand them, thank them, and then try and refocus that energy. You need to, get very clear on your vision. For some of you, you need to get a little more concrete planning done. Okay, it's the time to move forward. The timing and the energetic conditions are right now for you to be able to fulfill this vision you have for yourself. It's just, you can't give up. Okay. And there's some clarity here. This might have already, this fulgurate, this like aha realization. This could be like, you've already had this, and that might be what led to all this. Maybe some of you are like, you just realize like, this is what I freaking want for myself. Like, or this is what's really going on here. And you got really frustrated because you don't know, something is like I said, there's some frustration, whatever is causing your frustration, things I've already talked about. But for some of you, this may be coming. This realization about how to keep expanding, how to fulfill your vision may come, and it may come from that process of pulling your energy back, getting focused, start planning, get your vision very clear. Maybe make a vision board. That might be very helpful. Okay, but don't give up. Just refocus. And don't accept anything less than what your vision is for yourself and what you're worth. Okay? All right, group number 2, if this was helpful, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment if you feel called to do that, and then I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group number 3, if you chose this smoky quartz, and your card is New Beginnings. Wow, all right. New beginnings for you, group number 3. Let's see what that new beginning is exactly. Let's start off with an oracle to get the overall message. Okay, 1 or 2 of these, and then we'll get your tarot, and then we'll get you some very direct advice. Okay. Group number 3, please, Spirit. Let me just knock on these. Okay, group number 3. Oh, nope, sorry. That just definitely didn't feel right. Group number 3, what is this message they need right here and right now, please? Group number 3, what is this message? There we go. Let's see. We've got growing up. Wanting to grow in experience, rejection of perpetual youth. Okay. Okay, let's see. We'll get 1 more of these. What is this message, please? That group number. Okay. Wake up. It's your moment. Okay. It's your moment for some kind of new beginning. Clearly. What aren't you seeing? You're not seeing something. You're not seeing an opportunity in front of you. You're not seeing the right timing for something that's present. You're not seeing a way forward. You're not seeing yourself properly. And then you've got this card number 17, this growing up. Did I mention this is the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck? I'm not sure. This is talking about the wisdom that comes from experience. This can talk about, I don't know, like wanting some change, this can be talk about wanting a new beginning. Like, I mean, the energy of this card is something like, wanting an adult job when you've still got a job that feels like kind of like a little kid job, or just something. It definitely doesn't have to be that, but it's just like, there's something here about growth and a yearning around growth. It's like, either that, or for some of you, there could be an issue with aging, like maybe I wonder if some of you, I don't know, feel like it's too late for something. Too late to change careers, too late to have love again. Yeah, there's something here about experience, about age, about, there's a desire behind all this though. Okay, so it's like, wanting a new experience, but thinking either you're too young or too old for it, being tired of the same old thing, wondering when things are going to evolve, when things are going to mature. I mean, if this applied to a relationship, it could be like, you know, wanting to get engaged, wanting to get married, but you're still in this relationship that feels, you know, I don't know, like you're just dating still, or wondering if you're ever going to come out of that stage and, you know, things will get more serious, you know. But we'll have to definitely get tarot out right away to see what this is actually about. Something here, but there's like, it's like you want something and you don't realize the time is now. This is kind of how I feel like you want something and you don't realize like the time or the opportunity for a new beginning is like right in front of you. It's completely possible right now. Okay, let's get tarot out. What is this message, please, for group number 3? What is this message for group number 3? Oh, 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I dropped a card. I wasn't ready for cards to be pulled yet, so I put it back in. And your cards keep doing that. Okay, clearly they want to come out, so let's just do it. What is this message, please, for group number 3? What is the message they need right now? Group number 3, please. Group number 3. What is this message, please? Group number 3, what's the message they need right now? Okay. So your first one is this 5 of Pentacles. Feeling like you're being left out of something. Again, like, yeah, like for some of you, there's a feeling here like something's never going to happen or something's too late. You can't have something. There's a feeling of lack here, actually. There's something that you have some kind of lack mentality about, like you don't believe in something or feeling left out of something. And you've got the Strength card. So clearly, with these 2 cards coming up, it's like this is, you know, this situation, whatever this is about for you, or whatever you, however you've, whatever you've been through up to this point has required strength, and will continue to require some strength. It's not the time to look, wake up. This is not the time to give up, give in, throw in the towel. Nothing. Anything that you feel heavy about, group number 3, that you feel like you can't have, that you want, you can have it. Okay? Look, you've got the Queen of Pentacles here. This is like beautiful. This is an energy of like very much abundance in every way, you know? This is like having a rich life, being able to enjoy the pleasures of life, being able to care for others, feeling secure and stable. This is such a different energy than that 5 of Pentacles. This is feeling healthy, feeling secure, feeling abundant, feeling like you don't have to, there's nothing that you're lacking, you know? Okay, let's clarify a few things here. I want to ask, what is this new beginning, please? What's the new beginning? What is this new beginning for group number 3, Spirit? What's this new beginning? Sorry, I was trying to show you the cards and then I wasn't, sorry. What is this new beginning for group number, 3? Oh, the 10 of Cups. And you know what? Remember when I said a card flipped out and I put it back in? This is what flipped out. So clearly this was meant to come out for you. this is, look, she's in the sun, and the sun represents happiness, right? And her eyes are closed, and she's surrounded by all these cups, and it's like, this is peace and serenity and like a lot of gratitude and a lot of happiness. Okay, so there's like a pathway. I feel like you've been through it a little bit, this group, out of all the groups. It's like you have been through it a bit in some aspect in your life. I don't know what exactly this is. You've been through it. I mean, the cups are coming out. It definitely could be about relationship. It literally could be about anything. It could be about multiple things. But you kind of have gone through, yeah, you've got this growing up card. Life maybe there's some areas of life where it's been tough for you, for sure. I mean, all of us experience tough stuff. You know what I mean, though? Like, you kind of have really been through it. And it's like that, you can come out of that now. You're still going to require strength. But it's like there's an opportunity here. There's some kind of new beginning for this energy. Okay, that's really lovely. Let's keep clarifying. What is this? What is this wake up message? Spirit, why is wake up here? What is this wake up? It's your moment. What is this message about waking up? Judgment. Oh, gosh, group number 3. Look, coming out of the darkness into the light. You've got so much sun energy here. This is, it's kind of like a reckoning. A new life, kind of, you know, like a new, definitely more new beginning. Leaving the past behind is really what I'm getting here. Leaving the past behind. It's time to leave the past behind, group number 3, about something. Let's see, I'll just clarify a couple more, then we'll get your advice. What is this 5 of Pentacles? Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? The moon. Yeah. Darkness. Something you didn't understand. Something that felt... I wonder if this is your mental health. Something that affected your mental health anyway. Whether this is actually about your mental health, and it's like actually there's going to be healing, or this is just something that affected your mental health that you've been through, made you feel scared, made you feel threatened, unsafe. Maybe your mind started playing tricks on you after a while. This was not easy, definitely. Why is this strength card here? Why is this strength card here? Yeah, 9 of Cups, okay? 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. Okay, you cannot, group number 3, you cannot give up on your dreams. You cannot give up on, I want you to imagine whatever you could possibly, like without any constraint. What would you really like for yourself? And you can have it. It's like, if you're imagining, I believe in anything. I am one of those people that believe anything is possible. But, of course, if you're like envisioning you want 10 million jet planes and you want to rule the world. Well, I'm not really sure who's driving that wish. That's an ego wish, right? This is about like your soul, your spirit's fulfillment. What would you want for yourself? Like, don't give up on that. Okay? This is something really turning around. This is just an energy of something really turning around out of the darkness into the light. Okay, why is this Queen of Pentacles here? Why is this Queen of Pentacles here? 2 of Pentacles. Again, like not believing. Here's this wake. It's like, I don't know. Too afraid to commit to something. Too afraid. Not believing in some lack mentality coming up here, actually, again. It's like any of you who are, if this is about money or career or even relationship, but any of you who are sort of dabbling in one thing and then dabbling in another, you just can't quite commit to something. You can't just quite make a decision about something. You don't trust one thing, so you're kind of putting your eggs in multiple baskets, you know? This is kind of a message. You can trust something. There's something you can trust. You can put all of your eggs. You actually can put all of your eggs in one basket here. There's something that will really work out for you. You don't see it because of your past. It's time to leave the past behind. What is this? What's this Two of Pentacles? Why is this Two of Pentacles here? Page of Cups. Yeah, it's like a vulnerability. It's too vulnerable. Maybe you've been taught in the past, like it's not safe to be vulnerable, or you've just been through too much in the past. You really don't want to be vulnerable again. But I don't know. I feel like there's some fear kind of running the show a little bit here for you, and it's preventing you being able to wake up to this new beginning. Okay, let's get some direct advice from you. I've got these Between the Worlds shadow casting. That's the deck. This is new to me, so I will be referring to the book, but this gives more direct advice. So let's get some for you. What is the message here? The direct advice, please, for group number 3, Spirit. The direct advice. What is this direct advice for group number 3? The direct advice, please, for group number 3. Direct advice, please. Group number 3. Okay. So we've got, interesting, we've got the button in reverse. These cards do have reverse meanings. What came out next? I think the long bone. The long bone, and then the ladder. Okay, so let me get the book here. Card number 30, the button in reverse. So that talks about disconnect. So it says feelings of isolation and community can change quickly depending on circumstances and your perception. Look at this. Feeling left out in the cold, and then a message about isolation. Okay? No coincidence there. These definitely relate to each other. So it says, the message when it's reversed, it says, you may feel cut off right now, physically, emotionally, or psychologically. Determine if your perception is of lack of connection is accurate, or if you actually are cut off from community. If you feel lonely, make every effort to reach out and tell someone, even if you are normally the one who makes connections. There is a group out there for everyone, so examine your hobbies and interests and share your experiences with others. Ironically, the more we can connect via technology, the more we seem to feel isolation. You are not alone in that situation. If you can, reach out to someone who looks like they could use someone to speak to, or check on those around you who may be feeling alone or lonely. Helping others and volunteering your time is a great way to get out of a temporary funk. It can feel awkward, but we can always try to put ourselves in a space where we are more likely to meet others. Yeah, so clearly this group is feeling left out in the cold in some area of their life, feeling withdrawn, isolated. There's, like I said, there's a lack mentality here. Some of you are feeling lonely, you know? Okay, and then we've got card number 36, the long bone. It says months or years. So upright, this means months. This is a timing card. But the message here is differentiating between what you can and can't control is the key to success management. Upright, whatever is taking a long time for you right now is out of your hands. Don't push back against it or abandon your project because you are sick and tired of the long haul. Yeah, the Strength card. I can't even believe these cards right now. Okay. It will work out to your benefit, and you are actually doing a great job. If you are not currently in this situation, expect something you thought would be quick to take a lot longer than you anticipated. If you are just waiting for an outcome, you can use extra time to plan your next steps wisely. You're doing a great job. Don't stop now because a good outcome is likely. Sometimes no answer is a good answer. Keep focused as you are, and each day will bring you closer to your goal. If this is about your health, allow yourself the proper amount of time to heal before rushing back into something. Okay, obviously, this message for you, group number 3, you've already been through. There is a history here. So you've already been through something. It is taking you've been through something, probably already feels like it's been forever. You feel like you've had enough, maybe, but you're just being asked to please hang in there. Hang in there. Okay, yes, strength is required, but for a good reason. Just hang in there. Persevere. Really, this is asking you to persevere. Don't stay in isolation. It's time to come out of isolation for some of you, okay? And then we've got the ladder. Let's see what that is. The ladder says ascent. Yes, love to see that for you. The message is your journey can sometimes be lonely and arduous. Nevertheless, you are learning how to maneuver through situations on your own, and you should be proud. The advice. The urge to achieve is with you, and it is a good time to aspire and climb toward your goals. You can do this even if you cheer yourself on, regardless of doubts. Review your notes about your vision or goals and keep moving one step at a time as you currently are. You are in control at the moment and able to climb and descend whenever you need to. You are becoming aware of your ability to achieve what you desire, and you can now see how it is done. Be proud of your persistence up to this point because it has provided you with the necessary means to understand your role in achievement. You have pushed through a lot of fear to get where you are. Enjoy the view. You are in a leadership position now and can assist others on their own path and help them confront their fear of empowerment or help them understand the right use of power. This may be a spiritual ascent, and you have found your spiritual gifts. Okay, so group number 3, whatever this has been for you, clearly, like I said, you've been through it. This has tested you. There's been a lot of fear you've had to persevere through. I feel like the fear is still present a little bit, but it's like you have really, really persevered in whatever this is about for you, okay? I think you should look back on it and give yourself credit for how far you've come. And just please take this reading as encouragement that it has not all been for nothing, that you are actually on the right path. And there's a turning point here. The time is now, okay? Wake up. It's your moment. It's time to come into the light, to ascend. You already have been ascending, but it's time for further ascension. And it's time, I think to come out a bit. I feel like you need to come, back into the world, back into, I don't know if this is about being just lonely in relationship for some of you. Like maybe it's time to start making friends again, start dating again. Start, if you are in a marriage and it's like, but you've been really lonely, maybe it's time to start, invigorating the relationship again with your partner. But in any case, it's time to come out of isolation or some kind of withdrawal. There's been some kind of withdrawal. It's time to come out of that. There's some kind of darkness. It's time to really come out of that. And just, I think there's a little bit of patience still required here. You still have a bit of a journey ahead of you, but I feel like a big turnaround though, like you'll start to see the light. You'll start to get encouraged. Okay, but you have to make the choice to do this. Okay, be willing to be vulnerable. Yeah, don't let this, I don't think you will, but I was going to say, don't let this, what you've been through, just beat you down and keep you down, but I don't think you have. I think you've done a really good job of persevering. So yeah, this is just a very encouraging message for you. You're on the right path And yeah, you just, anything that feels like you need to take a risk emotionally, you need to face fear, like do it. The timing is right for something here. Okay. And you may not see immediate benefits, but just keep going, like keep climbing that ladder. Okay. All right. That's what I've got for you, group number 3. If this was helpful, please subscribe to my channel if you feel called to do that. Like the video, comment if you're called to do any of that, and then I will see you in the next one.